Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. I am Barbara, and today you're gonna hang out with me in the kitchen and in the garden. So we're starting off in the kitchen, and I thought I'd take you along as I make some juice. So I'm about to go out of town in the next couple of days. I'll be gone for a week. So before you go out of town, especially if it's not the whole family, there's a list of stuff that you need to do as a wife, mom, and just get everything in order. So I've been busy today, working in the business, working in the kitchen. So I have bread rising on the counter that is gonna go into the ovens. I've been making bread today. And then I'm gonna make some juice because before I get on planes, trains, and automobiles, I wanna get some good stuff in my system that's gonna help me feel good, hopefully boost my immunity. So today we're making some pineapple, carrot, ginger juice. And I wanna show you my new juicer. I've had it for about 6 months now, but I've only used it like 3 or 4 times. No, I haven't had it 6 months. Anyway, I've only had it for a short amount of time. I've only used it a few times. Usually my husband does it, but today we're gonna do it. And so I've already prepped my pineapple. These are 2 pineapples that I cut up. It tastes so good. So we're gonna put the pineapple in here. Let me know if you guys like to juice. Slipped out of my hand. Okay, so let me know if you guys like to juice. I love this juicer. Now, I like to juice and I like the benefits of juicing, but I'll tell you that I'm just now starting to get back into it because of this. This is the Nama NAMA J2 juicer, and oh, I love it. I love it so much. So these are carrots from our garden that we harvested, and y'all look at how good these carrots look. If you saw the video that I did, I'll try to remember to pop it up here. We harvested these carrots probably in October or November, so they're like 6 months old. Do you see how good they still look? In the video, I showed you how to store your carrots so that they'll last in your refrigerator for up to 9 months. So these are the carrots that we harvested. So we got pineapple, we got carrot. Where's my ginger? Y'all know I'm not a big fan of ginger, but I know that ginger is good for you. So I've been trying to incorporate it. This is how much I'm putting in here. I think that's a little bit more than what I did the last time. So let's start. Okay, let's put a couple more pieces. We'll do it like that. Okay, so let's turn this on. We'll put the carrots in that way. And we'll put these little smaller pieces of pineapple that way. I want you to see this juicer in action. It ain't gonna take us but a minute, y'all. Let's go ahead and start letting our juice out. You can see that there, coming out right there. Let's go ahead and add the rest of our pineapple. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I like this juicer and why it's making me juice even more. But let's get this done. How dry that is coming out. That pulp is so dry. There is no juice attached to it. It is literally a solid, dry piece. Okay, y'all, just like that, we're done. Look at that juice. Pure juice, no pulp. Let's pour it up. Hey, y'all, look at this. Pure juice. Look at the color on that. And y'all, I don't know if you can see, but there is no pulp in that. It is just straight juice. Sorry, y'all. So good. 3 ingredients: pineapple, carrot, and ginger. Now I'm gonna put mine in the refrigerator just because I like mine extra cold. It definitely comes out cool because it's cold pressed. So it's not warm at all. I just like mine extra cold. Plus, I gotta go hop on Zoom for an interview. We're gonna come back after this interview. We're gonna talk about why I like this juicer and what's making me juice more, and talk about how good this juice is. I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Okay, I've already drunk most of this, but look at this. Now it's chilled, it's cold. It's just the way I like it. Now, if you don't like cold drink, it comes out cool since it's cold pressed. Y'all, it tastes so good. Now, this one is not as sweet as the one I made before. So that tells me I probably put in more carrots than I not that I should have, but more carrots than I did the last time. Because last time it was much sweeter. It tastes more of the pineapple, but it's still good. Pineapple, carrot, ginger, 3 ingredients, good for you. And y'all proud of me for putting some ginger in here? Because y'all know I don't like ginger. I don't like ginger at all. This might make me want to grow it, because I put ginger in my elderberry and in this juice right here. Look at the color on that. And then y'all, look at this pulp. Do you see how dry this is? Look at that. So, if you like to juice and you don't have a good juicer, I highly recommend this Nama J2. Now, let me tell you why I hadn't been juicing before now. So, we inherited this juicer from my in-laws that is a Champion. Now, if you have a certain age, you probably heard of a Champion juicer. I don't even think they make them anymore. But when I tell you that thing is probably like 50 pounds, it's like 50 pounds. It's big. It take up, do y'all see how much square foot? Hold on, that doesn't work. Y'all see how small that is? The Champion is probably like this wide. It's heavy. It has all these attachments. It was work just to juice. And so my husband always do it. I'm like, I can't even fool with that. You need a PhD to figure out how to operate that machine. And I don't have a PhD. So I didn't use that one. Then we inherited another juicer called a Jack LaLanne. It might still be down here. I have to wait till my husband leave to get rid of it, because you know how people are. They want to keep everything. Don't y'all tell him, okay? He's actually right here in the kitchen with me, so. Okay, so it was a Jack LaLanne. Where's the Jack LaLanne, honey? It's gone. It's gone. Okay, so the Jack LaLanne, did you like that better than the Champion?
Yeah.
Okay, he liked it better than the Champion. I ain't like it. Too many parts. It was too much. And so again, I never juiced. My husband did the juicing. I did not juice. So I found myself drinking more smoothies because I do in my Vitamix. Then my husband got this bright idea. It was like, let's get the Nama J2. I looked at the price tag of the Nama J2 and I was like, okay. But I knew that I needed to start juicing. And I kept watching, you know, the little, what you call it, videos or whatever. I'm like, that seems easy, simple, goes fast. So we got it. I love it. Now, since we've had this, this is my second time, I think. No, my third time juicing by myself. Usually my husband will do it. But I did it. Y'all saw it. It's all good. So I'm getting my vitamins in, getting all the good stuff in before I travel and get on the road. Because you know, on planes, trains, and automobiles, it'd be a lot of germs. So if you have a juicer, try this simple recipe: pineapple, carrots, and ginger. And again, carrots came from the garden. If you grow ginger, you could have your own ginger. Now, I don't live in a climate where I can grow pineapple, but if you could, those in what, probably zone 9B in Florida. I don't know if I got that right. Y'all could do it. Okay, but now y'all, I'm about to drink the rest of this juice. I'm about to change my clothes. We're about to head out to the garden. I'll meet you there. Okay, y'all, now we're in the garden, and I got a few things that I need to get done before I leave to go out of town. One is I need to do an order for a client. So I don't think I told you guys this, but I am selling my excess plant starts. And so one of my goals is to do a huge plant sale and to sell plant starts at the beginning of the summer season, like on a large scale. That is one of my goals. to do. I need a sea star and tunnel to be able to do that effectively. But what I wanted to do this year was to test it out, right? To test out the market, to test out to see if people would even be open to it, and to kind of get my process down of how, my process down of how I would do it. So just like I do the sales of my produce, I sell the excess. This is what I'm doing for my plant sales. So the plants that I don't need, that I have too many of, I'm selling the excess. Now, I did start some seeds, I would say semi-intentionally. Like there were some seeds that I planted that maybe didn't germinate, and I did a second round. And I did more thinking, oh, if I get too many, I'll sell them. But if I get just enough, I'll keep them. Like I did that. But I didn't necessarily start seeds just to sell, if that makes sense. So really, this is just my excess. So I put it out there on my social media, and man, it took off within 24 hours, which is a blessing. So you're going to see me just working to put together some stuff. I bought these little 6-pack trays. And so I'm selling singles or 6-packs. But for this order I have now, I'm going to try to put everything in a 6-pack because she ordered quite a bit to try to get it going. So you're going to see me kind of just moving about, trying to get that. And then once I get it set up and get my system down, I'll come back and tell you kind of how I came with this idea and why I'm doing it. Okay, y'all, so you saw me putting some stuff together for this client. So this right here, and this is not even all of it, this is just half of it. So in the back are 4 wheatgrasses. So again, remember, I'm selling the excess. So every wheatgrass seed I did germinated. I don't need that many wheatgrass. It's my first time doing it, and I have my wheatgrass back here. She needs to be watered. But this is what it looks like. It grows very, very well. And it germinated like within a couple of days. Within a couple of days, I need to water this. So let me put that right there. But anyway, so I think I kept 2 wheatgrasses. And again, I got more seeds if I want to try something again. But I just wanted to grow one to see what it grew like. So I had 4 left. She happened to buy all 4. So there's 4 wheatgrasses back here, and then 2 Amish paste tomatoes. You can see how I have it in the 6-pack there. Then she ordered some squash and zucchini here, some basil here. You can see the basil smells so good. And y'all, look at how my basil, like, look at that. But that's really like 4 plants all in one, right? When I have the time, I'll separate this. Or for the last orders I did, I just kind of put the whole thing in there. You only need one, but I'm going to go ahead and separate some of these just so that I have more to sell. And then she ordered 2 6-packs of marigolds. So you can see the marigolds there. Some have already bloomed. Then she ordered zinnia, sunflowers. So again, excess is whatever I have in excess. Oh, I wanted to show you this. So this is what I call like a pollinator pack. So this is kind of what I have left over in terms of flowers that didn't make a whole pack. So I have a marigold in here, 2 marigolds, 2 zinnias, a nasturtium, and then I'll put something like right there. Probably, I think I got a straw flower I can put right there. So if somebody just wants a variety pack, they can do that, or I can keep it for myself. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So y'all, let me tell you, it has been a hit just in the last 24 to 48 hours. So now I'm actually about to start some more seeds because I think I not overextended myself, but I felt bad and I sold some stuff that I'm like, ooh, let me start some more of that for me. That was never the goal. Again, I'm just supposed to be selling excess, but it was like squash and zucchini. And because I'm going to be going out of town, I know I'm not going to plant this week. That only takes like 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more. And I still have some for me. I just don't have enough for my whole row outside. So I definitely have some to get started with. But I'm going to start some more seeds. That's what we're about to do. So let me get myself situated and see what all we're going to start. Okay, y'all, I started 2 trays of seeds, 2 trays of 32 each. So I did squash, cucumbers. What else did I do? Zucchini. So that was 1 tray. And then I did sunflowers and zinnias. That was another tray. So I restarted all of those. So hopefully in 2 weeks, they should be good to go. Like I said, I still have some to plant, but I have a couple of more orders for squash and zucchini, and so I don't want to sell them mine until I know I have some more. So that's how that goes. I have just been a busy little bee. I've been trying to consolidate. Also, the weather is taking a slight turn in the next 3 or 4 days while I'm gone. It's going to be like 45 at night, which again is not ideal because I've already planted out my peppers and tomatoes. Tomatoes, not so much worried about, but peppers do not like it below 50. So while I'm gone, I'm going to be watching the weather. And if I feel like it's too low, then I'm going to have my husband cover the peppers. Here's the thing though. When you do that, of course, in the daytime, it's like 75 degrees. I don't want the tunnel closed up, peppers covered half of the day. And I know my husband. It'll be like 11 to 12 o'clock before he come down here and open up the greenhouse instead of it being like at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So I got to weigh. Yeah, I got to weigh. And I don't think like 45 degrees won't kill the peppers, but it will stunt their growth is what I've heard. And I'm pretty sure I was in the same predicament last year and I still had peppers. But if you have any advice or knowledge around that, let me know. But the weather forecast keeps switching because 1 minute is like 45 degrees at night, and the next minute is like 50 and 51, which 50 and 51 is fantastic. So I'll be watching the weather where I am like a hawk and trying to give my husband instructions on what to do so that my crops are saved. And it's been nice to have nice weather because I've had a lot of my crops out in the tunnel that's been out here for like a week because the temperatures have been great during the daytime and great at night, and it's eliminated me having to water every single tray in my house and all that. They've literally been outside like day and night. So talk about hardened off, they are hardened off. And I can just go out there with the hose pipe, and it's much easier to water than trying to bring each tray with the sprayer or bring each tray to the sink and all that. So I'm having to take stuff back in the house little bit by little bit so that before I go, all of the stuff that I'm worried about will be in my house. Again, I'm trying to give my husband the least amount of stuff to do so that we have success, right? He's great. He's a good tree, but I mean, you know, nobody takes care of your garden like the main gardener. You feel me? You understand? So let me think what else. Yeah, I've been trying to consolidate because remember I was about out of space before I started putting stuff outside. And so I don't want to take all this stuff back in the house and out of space again. And then I'll probably have 3 trays with tomatoes and peppers that are so tall, they don't even fit on my shelf anymore with the grow lights. Like if I put the lights on, the lights, I have the lights up as high as they possibly can go, and they still don't fit because they're just that tall. They are ready to be planted. But we got to hold on a little while longer for the in-ground garden space to get ready and for the temperatures to kind of settle out, because if I plant out there, that's way too much to worry about and try to cover versus in the tunnel. Really the only thing that I would be concerned about are peppers, and there's only 2 rows of those peppers. But I'm glad I got most of the order. The rest of the order is at my house, so I'm gonna have to do that up at the house. That reminds me, I need to take this and this and this. My trunk is already loaded up, full, ready to go. Do I have markers? Plant markers? I do, which I got some in my house, but I think they're pink. And I don't want to be like Rainbow Bright with the clients having a different plant tag for every plant they have. Now, I do something like that, but I won't do that for the public. I won't do it for the public. But here's the thing, and this message is for someone, it's not for everyone. If there is somebody listening to me that has been hesitant about doing something that has been heavy on your heart to do, whether it is a business idea, a business venture, new degree, new education. I don't know what it is, but it's heavy on my spirit to say this, which is just put your toe in the water and do it. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because, y'all, it'll be 5 years ago this summer is when I quit my corporate job. In June 2019, I quit my corporate job to do my business full time, and we moved out to the country. Then there's a whole story about how we moved to the country, why I quit my job, all of that. If you want to hear it, maybe one day we'll do that, like in the fall or something, like around the fire. We'll have a fireside chat if you want to know all of that stuff. But here's the point. I quit my corporate job to do my business full time. Was that scary? Yes. To even start a business was scary. I've only been in business for 6 years. I had a corporate career for 20 years. I was an HR director for a pretty large company. And I was on up the corporate ladder. Let's just say that. And so to leave that comfort, to leave that salary, to do all those things and to start a business, let me tell you, I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. I never wanted to be a business owner. I like consistency, which means I like a consistent paycheck. And so when my husband would talk to me about entrepreneurship, I was like, not for me. I need a regular check every 2 weeks. But anyway, there's a whole lot of story about how I got to where I am. But it's funny because I did want to have a business, and now I have my HR consulting business, and now I've started the farm business as of last year. And something that I didn't want to do at all, now I see opportunities from a business standpoint in everything that my hands touch, right? So when it comes to the farm, we're just selling our excess. It's not to live on, it's just extra income, and so that food doesn't go to waste and extra money. If you've been watching me, you know our farm goals are this. It's one, to provide for our family enough for a year for whatever crop we're doing. That's our number one goal. The second thing is to be able to give food away. I take food to my church every single weekend when food is in season, which is hopefully 52 weeks out of the year. And then I give food away to people who may be in need, or just as my heart so leads me. And then we sell the excess. And it's in that order, right? So our farm business is not our sustenance. And I'm not saying that it can't be, but that's just not what it is. But I've taken the opportunity to not have things go to waste, but also to bring in additional income through the farm. And now I'm doing plant sales. So I hope I'm making sense, because I feel like I'm rambling. What I'm saying is I didn't even want to have a business, and now I have 2 businesses, right? I have multiple streams of income, and I never used to think that way. My point is this, is that had I never started a business, had I never quit my job, had I never taken whatever step was in front of me, I wouldn't be here today. Right? And so this is not for everyone. This is for someone. Excuse me. Something went down the wrong way. I'm learning that when something is heavy on my heart, I want to say whatever it is. When something is heavy on my heart, I want to say whatever it is the Holy Spirit is wanting me to say. And the Holy Spirit said, this is for someone, not everyone. If there is something that you have been afraid to do, do it. Maybe it's a YouTube channel. Y'all, I started this YouTube channel 2 years ago. Did I ever think I would have this amazing community? No, I didn't really think a whole lot, to be honest with you. I had this desire in my heart to have a place for a brand new gardener to go to learn how to grow food, and they could learn from somebody who just learned and who would tell it to them in simple language. And the only reason I had that desire, I feel like, is because when I clicked on YouTube, I could not find it. I'm not saying it was there, but every place I went to, they were talking on step 10, and I was literally on step T-0. That's why I started a YouTube channel. Now, 2 years later, because of my consistency and because of my dedication, my YouTube channel has grown. And aside from the numbers of how many subscribers I have, because I mean, I'm still small potatoes compared to all these big people, I have an amazing community. We have an amazing community. Like, y'all warm my heart so much. On a good day, on a bad day, I read those comments and I'm like, Lord, thank you. This is amazing. It is amazing. I truly feel like that on the other side of the camera are people that care about me that don't even know me. That is amazing to me, right? Again, I feel like I'm rambling. I keep saying the point is, this is really the point. If there's something in your heart that has been nagging you, tugging you to do, YouTube channel, business venture, another degree, move states, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But you know, take the next step. I always tell people when I'm coaching is take the very next step in front of you, and then light will come for the next step. So don't worry about steps 4, 5, and 6. Just take the very next step in front of you. And when you take that step, more light appears. And so something as simple as me having an idea to do a plant sale. Now, one thing I'm always going to do, I'm very business minded, I'm very analytical, and I'm very organized in my brain. So before I do something big, I'm going to test the waters, right? So this plant sale, I have a major idea in my head of how I want this to go. This is not the year for it, but all I did was put my toe in the water and said, hey, y'all, I have excess plants. Who wants to buy them? And right? Just like that. That's all it takes is a step. If I would have been afraid of, oh my goodness, I don't have the right pots. These pots are not cute enough. And oh my goodness, I want labels that's electronic with pictures of a flower. Like, I want all that stuff. Y'all know I do, because I'm extra like that. I love cute stuff. And maybe I'll have that on year 4. But today, all I did was, hey, I got some excess plants. Who wants them? $4 for a single, $6 for a 6-pack, and the orders have come in. It doesn't have to be perfect to start. Just start. Now, y'all did not tune into the gardening channel for all of this, but that's what you're getting today, okay? That's what you got today. But we got some gardening stuff done too. Y'all, let me end this video because my list of things to do over the next 48 hours is long. By the time you see this video, I will probably be flying back or at least very soon flying back by the time you see this video. Thank you guys so much for putting up with all my shenanigans. But y'all, we started in the kitchen. Oh, y'all didn't even see the bread. The bread got done while we were down here doing seeds. I had to call my son and tell him to take my bread out the oven. So I ain't got no picture of the bread. But y'all know it. Y'all know what bread looks like. But look, we made us some juice. We baked some bread. We came out here and got the order ready. We started 2 flats, 2 trays of seeds. We have consolidated. We have watered. Y'all, we've been busy. Thank you for joining me today in a little slice of my crazy life. Remember that gardening is a journey, just like everything else. Let's grow together. And if you have not subscribed, click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as part of this community. If you are all about growing food, learning, inspiring, and motivating and helping each other, then this is the place for you. Remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend.